feminine universe, um, patriarchs and matriarchs continuation. I guess party 3, not sure. So how Mother Goddess when suppressed the ancient times and replaced it with the Father God Goddess once prevailed here in this quadrant of the universe, not just on earth but uh, of the world as well. And well, with time, there's a legend goes that there were this this boy that the Mother Goddess gave birth to, and this boy was very hyperactive. I think he was autistic, who knows, autistic. And also he makes so much trouble in the palace. Just the mother asked to do away with him. I mean, asked her hunchman to throw him in a forest. And they went. They put the boy there. I think, I don't know how old were the boy, maybe 15, 16, I'm not sure, but it was a teen boy. Just this boy keep on returning, okay? She tried to do away with him, but she keep on returning. This Mother Goddess only have daughters. The daughters were always servile, obedient, except him. He was the only son of this Mother Goddess. So eons of time passed, and one day this son, he returned to the palace. He wanted to confront his mother, but he was in disguise. He came to tell the mother, his mother, without his mother knowing that she was talking to her son, that she had asked to throw away in the forest. He came to tell her that there were a devil about, and in order to save her kingdom, she had to allow a male to govern instead of her, and that he was in a good position to help her in that. And this thing did not happen overnight, but along the time, after many decades, years, etc. The males started to build statues of a male god to protect the goddess, the son would say, protect his mom from the devil. A cunning son would tell her. And they started to build a statue of a male, ferocious, angry, vengeful, jealous male god. It's how this image, this kind of how to say of mythology about a male god, warrior god that was there to protect the female from a devil, from devils that would attack them at any moment, originated. And just that's how male god, angry ones, vengeful, warrior-like, jealous, were created all over the universe, not just here on earth but everywhere else. This one looked like Zeus, the god, the Greek god. So they withdraw, they took away the goddess, and in her place they brought in male gods so as to protect her. Okay, see, strong, angry, violent, aggressive. But along the time, we see that during ancient Egypt and the Roman Greek gods, you have a fair balance between the male and female god. So here we have Zeus, Hera, Ares, Poseidon, Artemis, Apollo, Athena, Aphrodite, Hephaestus, Heracles, Hermes, and Hestia. In my zodiac sign, I'm Hestia. Now here you see the Greek gods. Beautiful maiden, not so handsome guys. And a beautiful maiden. And later, during ancient Egypt, we have the animals gods. That's when they take DNA from the animals on earth, and they kind of transform themselves into animals. They could come as a feline, canine, which a dog, a bird, even a frog. Rat, there's rat man as well. Here we have the Slavic god. It's the same as Jehovah. This one is Jehovah, I believe. Okay, but Jehovah is a dragon. It's not a human, but they can come as a human because they have abilities. They have the technological knowledge to come and appear as a human. Choosing the translation of the Sumerian clay tablets, we stumble upon the Anunnaki deity called Enlil, or the Enlil. This is actually a title. It's a title. Who is one of a composite of beings who presented themselves in the Bible as Jehovah. My God. Enlil, Jehovah. I knew it. And nobody told me I knew it. I have some video here, so I tell that I guess Jehovah means Enlil, and Enki governs India, China, and Africa. And Kaya, the black dragon. Now another Draco, Jehovah, is from the Occident. He governs the Occident, and he is Enlil. My gosh, I knew it. Oh, look when I search who is Enlil. Enlil can appear like this in Sumerian mythology. He's from the Sumerian mythology. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. He looked like someone that is very disgusting. Yeah, this person from Egypt who I fight here online. Oh gosh. The Russian Slavic version of Enlil. He is depicted as the god of the storm. Now look at how big, tough. Oh my gosh, look at this version of Enlil. Enlil was considered to be the god of breath, of breed, wind, loft, and and what's that? And bred it. Oh, he's a Draco. Huh? He's not a human. He can appear as a human, but he's a Draco. Red one. And he could be pass up as Beelzebub as well. Okay. I forgot that cow in Tahiti have a bull. That one. I forgot his name from the Mesopotamian mythology. Here his chat depicted as a black guy, but he's not. He's a Draco. Okay, he's depicted as a black guy, and here he's like Horus. He's a bad guy, and Kai and Leo and Marduk, the false gods. Oh no, this is not in Leo at all. But I guess that he could be Horus. You see here. So this is the Anunnakis, huh? The Sirius god. Anu, the father, and they are just 10 years apart from another. Anu, I think 60 years old. And Liu is the younger son, he's 40, and Enkaya is 50-year-old. Nirhusag may be 30. So Anu and Leo, Enkaya and Nirhusag is the one who team up to change our DNA. And now I know that they come from Sirius. There's an image that's more or less him, but he's not quite like that. He's red, very fierce, in a red color, and he's the Draco. So he has many names: Jehovah, Yahovah, Yahweh. He have another name as well. Have another. Forget. Al-Bradeha, something like that. The God of the Jews. Here is a clear example how it is showing themselves off as gods. Turn the true God source into patriarchal deity of flesh and blood. And I want them who create all these metrics we have here, okay? And is ultimate term. However, is the true creator, the all there is, the mother goddess, whom the leaders of the patriarchal movement is the PM, the EPM, which is patriarchal movement from Sirius, reversed from being a feminine deity to becoming a masculine. I will generally not, however, use the term Yahweh when I talk about Mother Goddess, because it's already so confused with the YHVH presented in the Old Testament and elsewhere. I don't know, it's so complicated. Anton Park has spent a lot of time tracing the concept of Mother Goddess and male deities in human literature. So here's a quote. In diverse passages of the Judaic literature, but also of the Bible and other traditions of the planet, the original, primordial, and androgyne source has been subtly replaced by a masculine, fearsome, violent male deity. Masculine divinity named God or the Father. It is clearly seen that at the epoch when the scripture made its appearance on earth, and the cosmogony of the biblical text was drafted. In fact, several thousand years later, after 1000 BC, the religion of the Mother Goddess religion of the Mother Goddess was losing ground. In reality, it has not ceased to regress over the course of time. I don't believe in all this. There's a male goddess of God. I believe that there are ETs passing up as a god and goddess. That's what I believe. The growing acceptance of the male religions by numerous patriarchal societies rapidly accelerated the extinction of the feminine creator divinity. Under these conditions, the monotheistic drafters could not attribute the full original creation to any deity other than God himself. A masculine entity, and the human, the mother, which came to the certain religions here, inclusive the Catholic one, which glorifies the mother, respects the mother goddess, is it, as Mariam, and some other religions in the East where they glorify Zeus, their goddess, deity, right? Once overthrown, once taken away, was replaced by certain other male-oriented religions, isn't it? And the Catholicism went down. They did everything to destroy Catholicism, which the cat also is the mother cat goddess, okay? Catholic, feline, Catholic religion of the mother goddess. A masculine entity, in these two, they try to take over. You see the males, all the males take over, but I believe that there's prestige in the Vatican. I'm not sure. A female prestige, I don't know. You see that they don't give chance to the human to become a priest, a priestess. It's all about male. They took over. These males, ATs, they take over the prior anterior female religions, okay? And it was all taken over by males. A masculine entity, while they clearly knew that the first creation was rather the work of plural entities, the Elohim, which was female. Elohim was female. I didn't know it. Now I got to know. At the service of a mother goddess, a jointly conceived master plan for the earth. So the Elohim are females deities. Reptilian? I don't know. Who knows? But they are females. Females energy, I mean. Okay, they are not male, but it has been distorted to say that the Elohims are males. No, it's a female bright light energy. They are the founders. Okay, they help to create, they invest, I would say they invest in planets and all that we have around here in the universe. At the service of a mother goddess, a jointly conceived master plan for the earth. Everything pertaining to this enchanted mother goddess in divinity was grossly deformed, thwarted, distorted, etc., demonized, or radically suppressed, and changed. The patriarchal doctrine that consisted in marking the domination of God over an assigned feminine divinity totally submitted to its orders, therefore took over. And you see how this male are bitchy? My gosh, gossiper, bitchy, so very bitchy. If you see a male who are bitchy like that, they are in this males dominate oriented mentality, kind of mentality and word. In the mythology of India, the divine and primordial energy is called Shakti, which transposed into Samaria gives Sakti, literally the good miracle work of life. Wow. For what Shakti? But over there, that culture is all totally male oriented, male dominated. So what for? What's so great about that kind of culture? When you say, yeah, but they have invented the tantra, they have invented they have given rights to human to be sexually um, to explore, to experience. For what? When you bring a woman to experience sex, because this is a way to manipulating this female for the male's pleasure. It's the male who get all the pleasures. You understand? So they manipulate the human into thinking that they should be sexually active and sexually liberated, like in the 60s, the decade when I was born. So oh, they have one female here, but yet the country is the culture totally is male oriented. So for what? I ask again. For what? Just any name, but not in just any name, but not in practice. For what? Just in theory. The Shakti is no other than the representation of the Divine Mother, the Mother Goddess. So why she allows this male all to govern all over here on earth? For more precisely, the personification of the feminine principle that Hinduism very correctly associates with the Holy Spirit. I don't think so. They are very male-oriented. They are misogynistic. Okay, since that in their culture, the human must give dowry. It's not the male. It's the human who gives dowry. Okay? You sell your son to that woman, but it still is the male family who gonna govern that female. And a long time ago, the human in that culture, the widow, if the husband happens to die before her, she will have to die with him in the fire there. They would have to go with the husband and they were cremated alive. That's absurd. And you come to say that this culture is what? Feminine? Oh, nonsense. And they did that because they don't want that widow to inherit that man possessions, because his possession have to be for his brother and his family and not the woman. So they kill that woman. The man, the husband family kill that woman. Okay, so this for me is abuse to female. Dowry, ask for money. Either you marry me, I'm a man. You have to marry me. If you have no money, go away. No marry me. What's this? What's so nice about you? You are not even handsome, man. For what are you? How would you want you? Would give you 1 cent. For what? I'm not that name, SELUT, to sell myself like this, to buy you, to stay with me. For what? And another thing, and then they have no much respect to human, because when you start to violate that woman sexually wise, you don't have a respect for her. Even the culture is totally reverse into violation against human, sexually wise, then for what? You say that is a female oriented goddess oriented culture. You wouldn't need that. I rather have my Catholic religion. I'm not a religion, I was Catholic. My mom was a Catholic. I went to Catholic church, Roman Catholic, Portuguese style in South America. And I must admit that I like it because ours were a very nice culture where our human have the right to write after marriage. My mother still retain her maiden name, her family name. She didn't get my father's name was the last, but her name came first. And her name, her surname was passed it down to her children alongside my father's name. You see, is half, which I find is fair. In my culture, at least before, the human was the queen of the house, and even if she want to go outside, okay, go work outside, she was the queen of the house. The children were to respect her like a queen. And ours were Catholic religion, Roman Catholic. And well, nothing was like roses, okay, but at least the woman, the one that meant she can always leave him and get out. And that's what my mother did, because my father was a very violent, aggressive man, and my mother, with the help of my older sisters, asked him to just buzz off, sell the house, give my mother her part, and take some of his salary and give to his children. At the time I was only 5 years old, and he was his responsibility to give. And that's what my mother fought for. Go girl, go. I am with you. So what I'm going to say, I was a matriarch family. I was raised in matriarchy. Only females, only one brother, the rest are females. We didn't see much fight, violence. Of course, there's squabbles sometimes within my sisters and my brother, but that was okay. After that, after minutes later, once everybody okay already, forget. Other than that was everything okay inside the house. Very peaceful, happy, merry-go-round. Oh, I love it. Very nice, happy bring with females inside the house. Very peaceful. No quarrel, no violence, because my brother was kept under reins. You know, he was kept in vigil. If he step the line, he will get punished by the females, and that's how he were brought up. Two others, one had died, another male married, get out. The other male still at home, and he must have beat by the female sisters and mother. And don't step outside the line. And that's how my family was, all about matriarchy, all about female. And it was nice. That's what made me what I am today. A strong female, very strong and wise, rather than have brought up a male for what? She only control inside the house, the hell, come back from school or whatever, see my mother all bruised, getting beaten up by a male for what? Only idiots like that. Luckily, me and my sister knew better. So, marca 10th precise Pacific Feminine Principle. Hinduism what? Associated with the Holy Spirit, this obliges us to examine the Hebrew Ruah Elohim, which means Spirit of God, the Holy Spirit. I don't understand this the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Father and Son alone. Where's the Mother? Where's the Mother? The Mother Goddess is skillfully demonized by the dominant patriarchy of the Judaic religion, is concealed in the demoness Lilith. Now I know, huh? This piece, does the house would have peace or have this male oriented? I don't think so. Males must stop being too bitchy. The Elohim and the I am himself is so collective, so family. Why does they have this one, the feline, the Lion of Judah? Wow. Something, I don't know. The felines again corresponds to the Sirius feline alien race. Tanto Maragot is the demoness na maniac, sexual maniac, and kind of nymphomaniac. Oh my god. That's why I say this is Bella so bitchy, you know. Very, very bitchy. What the heck? Besides that, Tony ain't already headed when she's a reptilian, she's not even a human. The Margaret, skillfully demonized by the dominant patriarchy of the Judaic religion, is concealed in the demoness Lilith. Some associate Lilith with the Hebrew Lila, night. Others think that Lilith comes from the Sumerian term Leoti, generally translated as spirit of life, but I would rather interpret it in our context as she who gives the breath of life. In the sense of the entity, it's not the same of the Leo. Leo is the breath of life, and or maybe they take this title over for him. It belongs to the Mother Goddess and they take to for him, understand now. In the sense of the entity who breathed life to the primordial man, now understand, he take it for him. See how bitch symbols are. Judaic imagery represents Lilith as a night bird, a symbol taken directly from one of the most ancient attributes of the Mother Goddess. That's to say, the bird or the dove that the Christians used to symbolize the Holy Spirit. The volatile aspect of Mother Goddess is also found in the Greek mythology, where Eurynome, the universal and primordial goddess, changes into a dove while pondering the universal egg from each all things come. Exactly. That's how I knew all the time that everything comes from a ovum. Exactly, bingo. And another thing, about the Jewish people. Well, I think that they are also into matriarchy. Why? Because according to Judaism, the right Judaism, and the true one, the male always follows the mother. The males, not the children, must follow the mother's way. You understand? Is the other one, the Arabics were more misogynistic than the Jews. okay? Because according to Judaism, yeah, the children follow the mother. An amusing note: if one translates the name of the primordial goddess from Greek into Sumerian, one gets Erin to no O in Sumerian. Bands of midwives or old or even ancient human. Or again, Erin to me, bands of midwives of divine order. The same idea is found in the Egyptian traditions throughout the pyramid texts, which relate that the supreme and androgynous divinity Atum, from his Egyptian name Itimu, I don't know whether it's correct, the pronunciation is Itimu or Itimu, I don't know. Again, they place a male, you see? They replaced a female, which was the original, to the fourth fake male. Actually, Atum is a female, or they were androgynous. But they once not even androgynous, they became later, because the primordial people were asexual. Not even androgynous. Androgynous means both sex. However, the primordial ones were asexual. So she metamorphosed into body Ben to create the air, the earth, and the sky or heaven. Thanks again to Emisa, the matrix language of the priestesses that incorporates the Sumero-Assyro-Babylonian particles. We are going to obtain some confirmations and to clarify this a bit more. First, we translated the name of this divinity into or Itmu, the meteorological force, which clearly attests to its creative function, seated above creation of the air, the earth, the sky. Next, its Greek name Atum, which gives Etium, the old father woman, confirming the androgyny of Atum, or at least the fact that this entity symbolizes different creative forces at the service of the same cause. And finally, the term Ben, that's attributed to this bird, Phoenix, Creator, and that gives being and the Lord who speaks. Numerous traditions assimilate two words to the creation of the word. This is exactly what happened. The Anunnaki took the female terms and names from the Aryan language, which eventually became the Sumerian language and others. So Sumerian male, Aryan females, Sumerian males language, demonized them and all turned it into masculine to suppress the power of the divine feminine. Exactly. In an interview called Emerging Feminine, the famous researcher Michael Sarian brings up that anthropologists know that the females were the keepers of their wisdom. Exactly, the good ones, not the stupid one that has been fabricated nowadays. One of our tasks right now, he says, is to bring the Holy Grail back to its femininity. Something that has been almost totally lost over time. Don't think for a moment that Marduk and his sons were still controlling us behind the scenes. Don't understand the power of the feminine. Not just he understands, but he's afraid of it. Is that Marduk? My gosh. Mesopotamian gods. And it's not only him, it's all the necks, they are here to control. They are so scared of human, the power, the mental power, not the physic, not of course not the physical, but the power that the human can bring about to change the world, but they don't allow it. They are doing everything they can, even um, putting up these males to kill women. You see the feminicide around the world is amazing, it's alarming, in a very high alarming rate, because there's a war raging on human right now, because these Anunnakis are scared. They are scared of the new age, whereby human may come to power, and they are so afraid of this happen, and they lose their control. And nothing much is being done to stop this immense slaughter against human, or human slaughter. Okay, this is another of his image. I don't know whether it's he, but I believe it's a Draco. Okay, but he can appear as this dude here. As behind the scenes, they are behind the scenes, pulling the cord like Muppet, doing puppetries. Don't understand the power of the feminine. They are very scared. Yeah, exactly. That we humans are going to regain this power by seeing through the lies. They are terrified that we started listening to our human. Yeah. Once they have regained their psychic abilities and they are shining to wisdom, something that is happening all over the world as we speak. Not the stupid women who are still very much into religion and find 1,001 ways to pleasure males in all ways, shape or forms. Those are the females who is useless, and there's the weak males who are conditioning them to be this way. You understand? Because you control somebody when they become conditioned, and they become your subject, and they become manipulated by you. Then you do it to control that group of people or whatever, human, etc. In this case, a woman. And not all human is aware of their power, because they have given their power to somebody else, their husband, their sons, the state, etc. Okay, not all women are worthy, not all males as well. Sadly, now this generation are hopeless. I believe we incarnate both as females and males, respectively, in order to have both experiences. When being males, one of our jobs is to bring out the feminine part of ourselves and balance it with our masculine part, but also support and protect the females so they can keep their connection with source intact in order to accumulate creative goddess energies. Correct, you Espena, correct. You are correct. The role of the true man is to, whether the female, if you don't want to have relationship, fine, better yet. But once you have one, you must learn how to be a male and not a queer. Otherwise, just get off this relationship, because if you are there to suck energies and to control and suppress the other party, which is a female, then what for you want to have this relationship for? And why in a thousand ray of lightning would our humans subject themselves to this kind of treatment? And I know also that there are abusive women. I know there is also abusive women with very high male energies. So in this case, with the man is the the man is in a very abusive relationship. Get out, get out. Yet more human are dying in the hands of a male than otherwise. Then there's something very wrong in this relationship, male female. That's why I prefer not to talk. I don't talk. I only talk to this a person like this only if necessary. Yes, no, yes, no. I always stand my word and let he stand his. I don't want to get involved with so much. I like to become detached. So as to retain my freedom. Freedom for me is everything. And I don't allow nobody to control me. So as long as I know where I step, I know who I am. I don't cross boundaries. And I'm not confined to no one, to no sons or daughters, or much less a male. And I don't want a relationship I don't like. I don't need it even. I'm like a sexual. I like to be a sexual. No male and female. I am in the middle, but I'm more pro female because I carry a female body. So I'm more pro female because in this reincarnation I may have a female body. So yeah, that's what we have nowadays. A lot of disturbances between male and female, and the human are to blame as well. Why? Because they know what's going on now in this age, and they're still going looking for relationships. I'm not talking about that girl who get violated sexually wise while she come back from work or come back from school. Now she is accosted in the street and attacked, and the male do something to her. I'm not talking about this kind of a woman. I'm talking about those who look for problem by looking for relationships. Because this human, they love to suffer. They are like masochists, or sometimes they are sadistic, and they are also masochist. They love to get hurt, and they also love to inflict, to give hurt to another. That's why they cannot stay without a male, they cannot stay without a relationship. And I believe that a true female, they stay alone. Majority of my sisters and my mother was like that. My mother never remarried again, and my sisters. No, only 1, 2 got married, and unfortunately me by force. Okay, the rest. And just one time, some woman keep on change. I am not like that. To me, I feel that one single man is a headache. I always say that. And many men could be for me a fatal stroke. And some woman does not learn. Because wise are those who learn through their fall. You need not repeat history. Who does that are stupid fools. We need to learn from our mistake and not repeat it. So let's continue. So they can keep their connection. So the feminine power really is embedded in the female body, boosted by the soul's connection with the divine feminine, the DF. in the Orion Empire. Yes, go girls, go, reptilian girls. The males have to present themselves as females before the queen's court to conquer if the vibrations of the divine feminine. Yes. And I tell you one thing, the male who doesn't want to let go this feminine side, they are about a closet queer. Yeah, a closet queer. They try so much to put on a mask that they are so feminine, or they are so masculine, so virile, so tough, so scary. But deep inside, they want to let go chicken, the chicken in fly, the male chicken, the small male chicken. Yeah, they want to let go the chicken and then fly away, just show their feminine side, but they are too afraid. They are not courageous enough. But you don't have even to do that to come to that extent to become a homosexual. That's not what I'm trying to present, and let alone much less become a tranny. But if you do, your problem. If a son of mine become a tranny and is a good person, I will respect him or her. I would agree with him or her. I always say to myself, I will lose a son, but I would gain another daughter. I will be glad if you want this. But if you don't want, okay, I'm very happy for him. Okay, stay as a male as long as you are a good person. You are responsible, hard work. You can keep your body, you can keep your gender, and be happy for what you are. That's what matters. Be happy. Okay, when you go into a thing, become something, do it full-hearted. Just be free. But what I don't like are those males with beard, those very huge biceps, remind me of Johnny Bravo. But inside, you don't know. I mean, it doesn't have to be this way. They exude testosterone, but they want to beat up a woman because they are closet queer. Yeah, you are closet queer who do that. If the woman start to bitch, the real male will say, "Oh my God, another day. I cannot stand. I just go walk. Go out, go walk. Come back, she start again, blah, 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 blah. Tell her friend, look at here. If you still keep on babbling, I'm going for good. And I'll not come back. We are over. Do you understand? We are over. I'm done. I'm leaving this relationship because I have no peace. No peace at all. And it's a toxic relationship. Tell her that. And if she want to beat you up, just grab her. You know you are stronger. You are a male, right? Grab her like this. Don't spunk her. Just grab her. Ask her to control herself, or else you're gonna call the cops. That's all. That's all. And then you go off and then break up with this woman, because this woman is something like, I don't know, hysteric. She loves to suffer, and I love to give you suffering as well. I was almost married. I didn't know what to call this man. Hey, where are you? When you come back? I don't care if he don't come back 1 year. It will be better for me. I have my children at home. I care for my children. I think my thoughts for my children. What he do outside, his problem. I don't need him. I don't need his sex. For what? No problem. My kids. I have to take care of my kids. What he do outside, his problem. What I do with my kids, like going out, play with them on the swimming pool, an amusement park, is my problem. He don't interfere. Otherwise, he will see. He don't interfere and try to control me. As long as I'm not doing anything wrong, if you come to judge me, I turn into a monster. So this doesn't necessarily mean that that they dress in skirts. But that they bring, exactly as I said earlier, you don't have to, but if you do, it's up to you. But if you don't do also, okay. You embrace yourself and say, wow, will be a male or female body or a male body. Maybe I was a male in another life. Who knows? I was a male. But this time around, I want to be a female. Okay, good. Everything is good. I don't want to change. So, but that they bring in their feminine energies to the court to be able to successfully match the energies of the mother goddess. Yeah, that means you are in the relationship. If you wash that dishes there in pot, not your balls won't fall. I'm sure of it. Your balls won't fall because you are washing those plates and cutlery and cups and pots and pans. If you clean that house, you do your laundry, again your balls won't fall. Okay, don't worry, you can do it. If a female can do, a female can walk in and outside the house, you also can do. And in its extreme, to prevent the divine feminine from coming to the surface, especially in human, they produce TV shows where young humans fight each other. That's terrible. I hate that. That's not human. That one is a bitch. I hate to see bitches. Worse yet, they put men in a human fight. It's an unfair game. You know that fact that queer there, the male gonna win because he's a male, right? He's stronger than you. Why you want to battle him unless you are bigger than him? Then it will be a fair game, I say. Even that won't be a fair game. Because if a woman is big and the guy is small, also I'm not pro violence. But if those shorty men, like it ever happened to me. It ever happened to me when I was about 16-year-old. Yeah, a man come and try to bully me on the street, and I just reacted. And well, I fought him, not just him, many others. I'm not telling lies through. And I fought them, and they ran away. They ran because I was so crazy, really crazy. I didn't mess with nobody. I walked my head down, looking at the floor. And if somebody touched me, I'll get very angry. No, very angry. And in one of those occasions, they tried to attack me on the street. I'm gonna keep quiet for what? I had to fight, and that I did. Not one, but many of them. Outside the school, I was in grade 6. I was around 11-year-old. Yeah, no. I was 11-year-old. No, 10-year-old in grade 6. And then I fought one accursed idiot guy who was much older than I. He was 15 to 16-year-old. And he wanted to fight with me because that time I have a bit of reddish hair, and he called me wire hair and fire hair. And every time he come by my classroom, he start to abuse me. And one time, I was very angry after a recession. I tell him to stop. He didn't stop. I went after him and I beat his chest. And then he fight me and I fought him back. I was 10-year-old, if a 15, 16-year-old. And I fought him. I get beaten, and he also got beaten. He got beaten up, bitten. I bite him. I scratch his eye. I poke his eye, and nobody saw. It was behind the school. This fight. It's not a fag game. A 10-year-old for 15, 16-year-old fag. And next day I come with a knife. Because 3 of them want to bully us girl. I came with a knife. I say, you come. I'm not gonna be responsible what happened to you. When I was only 10-year-old. I said, he told me, he called me assassin. Mother say, I don't care. You come, you see. Now you're gonna call the police. You can call the principal of the school. You can call anybody. I'm not scared of you. You come, you're gonna get the 3 of you. But I left this school because something happened to me after that. And I left that school for good. Otherwise, I don't know what. I think I had to go to a juvenile prison because something would happen. Because I couldn't take that. There's too much harassment, you know. Very stupid emails, very stupid. My sister was the same. My sister beat up them like, oh my god, that was incredible. My sister threw them on the, how to call that thing, the potty hole, the sewagery, throw them inside the river. It was terrible. That's how female brought up mothers become. So just like men are doing, punching each other with their fists and beating each other up pretty badly, exaggerating their male energy, just like it was done in the 60s, 70s, but now in new and much more violent fashion. Stupid, very stupid. They want to beat up female. They think every female is the same, huh? You mess up reptilian like girl for you to see, disgraçado. Many people can't wait until the evening comes when they can sit down at work, screaming, cheering their way through these shows. Like Sarian says in the same interview, the global elite knows exactly what is about to occur. Mankind is starting to be aware of the divine feminine slowly, but surely they can't let that happen. Now, this is pictures here who fight or not. This is not a woman, this is trash. And why they want to take part in a fight with this male for? It's one thing when you are teased and you learn how to fight and you have thousands of demons inside you, and then when you unleash it, it come out, and then that male get a lesson, a very good lesson, like me and my sister had to give them. My sister, all of them beat up males in Brazil, all of them. And they're from the northeast. Ahmad, you say that we like to get beaten, Ahmad. I wish you could be there at that time when I was there for you to see. So, like this lady says, and yeah, this is a nonsense. A woman don't have to make part of this. Still in a slow transition the beginning. We have been manipulated for so long to believe that God is a male. Yeah, that you can't switch view with a handshake. If you want to make sure you succeed, we need to be balanced and find a partner who is balanced, or that both are working on becoming. So that's true. That's true. Or better yet, don't find a partner, but if you find a partner, find a man who is a real man, not a queer who want to, he wants a male actually, but he's scared of the females and the evils, and then he going to fight the girls and try to beat up a girl until he get one, if blood in the eye, then they will see what's gonna happen to him. Okay, Not all human the same, until you get your match one day. Um, so what for you want to go and take part in all this show for? Suddenly, woman beat up woman. I hate that. I feel like, if I see, I hate this kind of picture who fight one another. Go fight your one male idiot. An important part of experience is balance and regain the feminine power within ourselves is through our sexuality. What? 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 Hey dude, bring this thing again. This is serious, man. Sexuality, when abused, is the genesis, the root cause of many problems in this world. Unwanted pregnancy, rapes, child abuse, etc. For what you want to mention this? You don't have to have sexuality in order to show and harness our power. That's rubbish. Better be asexual. This doesn't mean you should be promiscuous. Yeah, but still, once you tell you want to teach a race of beings who are not evolved to go into sexuality, then you are giving them the key to this for destruction. Okay, unwanted pregnancy, sexual disease, rapes, etc., and children abuse. All this comes into this nonsense of sex. For what? You must abolish this. It's more important ever to find the real soul connection between the man and the human to reach the maximum effect. I don't know how to solve this. I think that each monk and each branch is better. Each monk must be in this branch to stop all this nonsense of differences. And now that's it for part 1 of this segment.